Good morning, everybody. Agita's nicely settled there. The flipping for a change, and both the babies are there. One is there, one is there. Spent a nice night with the kids, and last night watched more of the Shantaraman, which I'm quite enjoying. I prefer it actually to the book. And then had the leftover food from the night before. And had a nice night with the kids, babies on the bed, Agita nearby and on her perch. And everybody, I came out to wash the car and have a late lunch, maybe just Harvey's veggie burger or something. And I decided I might as well wash this car because it hasn't been used since my last, excursion. It's just been sitting there with salt. So I came here and I had points, but they take a lot of points now. Before, SO got taken over by President's Choice or whoever, he used to wash the car and like 1,200 points. Now it takes like 10,000 points. But you get the best wash. So I'm like, it's too cold. I don't want to be hand washing. I'm just gonna. So I used the 10,000 points. Tidied the car inside a little bit while I waited. Sort of semi-oiled the seats and things. And I brought up a cloth and everything. So now I got some coal already in the car. So now all I need to do is Harvey's, PetSmart, and then maybe Sobeys on the way back for some snacks, and that's it. So and then back to the kids. So anyway, at least the car will be somewhat clean again. I don't. You know me. I don't usually leave my cars dirty for an extended period. Tesla's everywhere. There's one in front of me, and now Tesla's come just behind me. But when I arrived, the line was like right up to there, right up to the back of the lot, and there was like 15 cars ahead of me, or 12 or whatever, and I joined the line after I get my gas, and I'm crawling forward, and I'm getting, I was wiping inside and all that stuff, and then there's no car behind me, nothing, until this Tesla just came. So I'm sandwiched between Teslas. So anyway, gonna wash it, do the errands, and back to the kids. It's cold. I'm going to turn on the engine, so we'll have to move forward in a minute anyway. Okay, bye for now. My friend always says it's a good sign when I wash cars. And this one was just very dirty, and it was just sitting there. And this is semi-washing it because I'm not hand washing it. I'm using a lot of points too, because it's a huge amount of points it takes these days, but it's okay. It's just points. So I'm just gonna, just after I made that comment, a bunch of cars showed up. I mean, not as many as there were before, but there were 4 or 5 cars behind me now, just as I made that comment. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, I'm here in the car getting the premium wash. I don't think it's sprayed underneath very well. You're supposed to have an underspray, but that didn't go great. But the wash itself is okay. There's still a lot of points. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm here at Harvey's, and the Pacifica is there, and I'm having a veggie burger with a veggie gravy and it ended up being large fries. Now, maybe this is a bit of an example of my friend's philosophy in action. The combination of ordained events and fate, and it's minor things like my lunch and random shit. But anyway, lunch for me is always a big debate. Do I eat at home? Do I eat out? And then by the time I actually got ready, and it's already like 2-3 o'clock, and I'm like going, I'll have a very light something, or do I go and have an early supper and then have a snack later? And the Nutty Professor, that's the whole thing. Where do I eat and what do I eat? And then I'm like, by the time I actually got out and I got the car wash and I had to stand in the line and all that stuff, I'm like, you know what I think I'll do? I'll just get a veggie burger from this, maybe no. Usually I get a veggie burger and poutine. But the poutine, it comes with the veggie gravy, but it's big. And it's got lots of curds in it and stuff. And I'm like going, I won't have an appetite for later. So the plan was to have like just a veggie burger. Now, go do the PetSmart stuff and the other stuff, get the cola. I think I've already got cola in the car. And maybe stop at Sobeys, get some stuff for later, some snacks or something for like 10 o'clock. So, while watching Shantaraman. So that was my plan. I come here, I order the veggie burger, but then the person in front of me goes, the person in front of me goes, whatever, and fries with the gravy on the side. And I'm like, I like the gravy here. I just confirmed with him that it's a vegetarian gravy. And I like the fries so I can dip without all the curd. And I was like, I said a regular fry and a veggie burger combo with a Coke, a Pepsi, whatever. So I'm standing in line, and veggie burger always takes a little longer. So I'm standing at the end. I get my drink. And then the guy brings me a large fry. Going, oh, you were standing in line patiently, so I upgraded you for the same money. And I'm like, thank you. My response is either like, thank you, or like, fuck, I didn't want to like, but I would not say that. He meant well. But is that random shit? Or is it preordained that I would have a large fry? Now, I still have choice because I don't have to eat it. I can throw half of it, Doesn't seem right, but I can do that, if I still want to have, but I'm munching away. So, this is like, I'm wondering whether the large fry, the upgrading of the fry, was a preordained. It was preordained that I was going to have a large fry, even though I wanted a small, or if it was a random shit. Anyway, bye for now. Speaking of random events and random shit and, fate and preordination and synchronicities and all that various stuff, I was just dipping my french fries in the veggie gravy and eating away, and I get a text. Now, I won't go into detail, but this is somebody from the other world that, and just going, do you have time to talk? And I texted back, just going, I'm clear. I'm sort of out of that for now. It's been 2 weeks, and I do agree with the 12-steppers on this, that you have to cut ties with people from from the party, from your cohorts, from the the other world, the junkie world, or whatever you want to call it. And there's more going on there, which I don't really want to talk about here. But I just said, look, sorry, if I ever want to go into that again, I might call you, but I don't want to for now. My podcasts have shifted, my energy shifted. I've talked a lot about, I'm back in analysis with my Jungian analyst. We're approaching this whole thing from a different angle now, the, confronting of anima. And doing it with ego boundaries rather than without ego boundaries. So I said I'm back in touch with my analyst. I've been very open with my relatives. I've spent time with them. So I just don't want to go back. So bye for now. And I do wish people were continuing on certain paths, and I wish them well. And I understand. I'm not judging. If everybody has things to do and to learn and to explore. And not everybody has to, come back to ordinary world. But I feel I need to for now. So I do, and I mean this seriously. I wish the people that call me well, But I'm kind of heading this way for now. Now, and still, it's not a guarantee. It's 2 weeks and it's counting. So I'm not counting the days like I did before. But the knowledge, the awareness of what particular aspects that came in that last binge have shifted things for me. So I don't really need to go back for now. So, and it's better not to. It is really better not to have contact, with people from that, because that's as I said, that's also a 12-step thing. That's one of the first things you have to do, and I do agree with that. So I did say goodbye, and I did wish them well, and I meant it. Anyway, so to my viewers and to everyone else, bye for now. We'll keep you posted. And it came just when I was talking, the text came just when I was talking about preordained events and fate and random shit. Anyway, bye for now. Hello everybody, Agita's there, and one of the babies is there, and one of the babies is here. So, on the way back, I went to PetSmart, I got some those pouchy things, and then I got some buns and stuff at Sobeys, And I heard from a gentleman in the building renting a parking spot from, and write checks at the beginning of the year. So I went down to the lobby, met him, a very nice gentleman, and wrote out the checks for we own one spot and we're renting another spot because I keep 2 cars here and the rest out in the country. So I did all of that, and I was also in touch with my relatives. And I did tell them that I heard from somebody from the underworld, So, I told them a little bit about what has been going on, and when this person contacted me by text, I just said, look, I'm back in analysis with my analyst, and I said, I've been spending time I met my relatives, and it kind of helped for perspective, and I'm quite open about here I'm a little bit hesitant just because other people are involved in anonymity and privacy issues. But when I'm talking to a close family that I trust, or to my analyst, I don't really hold back, and it's important because you need to know that and so the perspective is what has helped me overcome the polls. I kind of realized what process I was in and what I was supposed to learn, I think, and I think I've learned it. So there's really no point for me. There's too many dangers in pursuing that process. So and it's kind of. You remember a long time ago I had if you let go of it, it'll let go of you. I think now that I've seen the process and what it is, the confronting of the anima in a certain way, in a very dangerous way, but it's that what needed to be done, I think, has been done. So there may still be pull from time to time, but for now I'm okay. So I just I didn't go into a lot of detail, but I just said for now I'm sort of needing to come back to the ordinary world, and they say that in the 12 steps too. And there's some overlaps with some of the things that, like you're supposed to cut your ties with people from the involved in that addiction, whatever it happens to be, or that, addictive process, or whatever it is, you're supposed to cut, the partiers, or whatever, that you're supposed to cut ties, So I kind of, I just said, not at this time, and I said, I said, I really need to back off from where I was. So that's what, and it was kind of funny that the text came just when I was talking about, ordained events and, random shit and, in the Harveys, eating my veggie burger. So that's the news, So, and tomorrow I might go to the art gallery. We'll see. Need to start getting back into those, rechannelings and things. And I really want to see the Cohen, the Leonard Cohen exhibition. So from the 4 of us. So from Agita, 1 baby there, and 2 babies there. Bye for now. I'm going to now, just get changed, make a journal entry, watch some more Shanta ramen. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. I just fed the kids. So we got 1 baby there. We got 1 baby there. And we've got Agita there, Now, we had a good night. And last night I exchanged emails with my out-of-province friend, and she had a very funny comment about the whole, ordained events versus random shit. And when I told her about everything that happened yesterday when I was at the Harveys and hearing from the person from the underworld, she goes, oh, that whole fries thing, and, what's the combination there? And she goes, oh, it was like a combination platter, a combination food combo platter. And it's actually funny because at Harvey's you can get a combination of fries and rings called frings, so that that everything that happened there, the timing and the synchronicity, I think it was a combo platter of pre-ordained shit and random shit, so it was very funny. So I exchanged emails with her. Watched the show, had some, food, fed the kids, all of that. Went to bed, had a good night with the kids. Baby's on the bed, Agita settled under a perch. And then in the morning I get up and my eyes started again. That one, it's not good, So I'm picking at it. So I called the doctor and, the receptionist very rare. She gave me. She said she's got 10 minutes. She can see you at 10:50, and it's like I gotta run because I just threw on my clothes took off my pajamas. I gotta run. Yeah, I do want to get this looked at. We don't have time to deal with the other stuff, the diabetes stuff and other things, but we can do the eye because it's come back. That's not good. And when I told her I got an antibiotic and then it came back, she said you better see the doctor. So that's very nice of her to, the receptionist too. She said I might get into shit for this, but anyway, I gotta run. Bye for now. Keep you posted. Guess what? I'm here in the doctor's office, and she just took the blood pressure and everything. I got here 10 minutes late, but I drove it was like a 40-minute drive. And she gave me an appointment half an hour from the time that I talked to her. But I kind of raced and I just threw on clothes over it. And I just told the kids to run. And then so I came here, they took blood pressure, which was high, which is not surprising. So now we don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to talk about all this other stuff. I'll mention to her that there's big news on the addiction front because there's news on that, but really I'm here for the eye because it's back and it's bad. So so I need an antibiotic and probably a reference to a ophthalmologist. So we gotta patch me up one thing at a time. So this is the most urgent right now. My nose is really fucked up too, but I know what caused that. I know what caused that. Anyway, she'll know too because she did my stuff. Anyway, bye for now. It was very nice of them to see me the last minute. You normally don't. This is this is pretty amazing. Anyway, bye for now. Everybody, I'm here at a dosa place in Brampton, Ontario, and I was a last-minute appointment with my doctor, and it's talking about the other stuff. She just said, we don't really have time, and as I knew that, I really came only for the eye. So I did tell her that there seems to be a shift. We don't know how long it's going to last. There's a lot of other things going on with the a different angle on the addiction and sort of the dual addiction, which may be related to something else. But and there's sort of developments there, and I'm back in analysis, and we're working on it with my analyst. And I said, there has been a shift. We don't know how long it's going to last, but I really came only for the eye thing. So she had a look, and it's not as bad as it was before. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm getting a chili garlic masala dosa with chili and garlic and masala and a bunch of stuff. So I'm like going, I'm here, and I might as well, have a really good dosa, So anyway, she looked at the eye, she took a swab, and she said, that online thing with the picture, that's not a great idea, So she's prescribed me a medication, but I didn't keep the drops I had before. They were finished, but I should have kept the empty thing here. It just didn't occur to me. But she's given me a prescription at my pharmacy for that, so I'm going to put the drops again. It's not actually all that bad, but it's starting to get irritating, and I didn't want to go through all of that shit again. And when the receptionist said, just come right over, it was very rare. I said, okay, fine. And we didn't have time to talk about the other stuff, but I mentioned it, so I said, we got another appointment in a month. So she was trying to get me to take some other, some other injection and stuff, and I said, well, let's talk about that in the next. But I'm a very good doctor. I show up like kid in the blue, and I go, I got an eye thing, and I got some addiction stuff, and I got all this thing, and that's happening, and that's happening. Let's do one thing at a time. Thank you very much. So thank you. And then I found there's a Hakka restaurant there that I think I've been to before, nearby in the plaza. And I almost went in and I said, look, I'm in Brampton and I haven't had a good dosa in a long time. So I said, why don't we do dosa? I looked it up, and this place is, it's a tiny little place in a plaza, but it's entirely vegetarian. So let's see how it is. So now you go to reply to a text from a friend. Okay, and then I have my dosa, and then I go to PetSmart. There's one just in that plaza, and then back to the kids. Maybe even wash the mini on the way if I see a car wash. Anyway, bye for now. Well, this is chili garlic, and you can taste and smell the garlic. Lots of cheese. It's kind of a white cheddar, and there's the masala, which is the potato bite inside. It's crisp. It's very good. And that's the dal. It is really spicy. Normally, I ask for green chilies as well, but because this is a green chili, special green chili dosa, and I asked for it spicy, it's spicy. It's good. It's a good breakfast, lunch, whatever it is. Anyway, bye for now. I got some more dry food. We have some, but might as well get another packet. And then I got some pouches. And they like those little tiny taster pouches. And my friend recommended the Simply Nourish. So I'm trying one of their mousses to see if they like that. They like the tikinis. So, I did the PetSmart. I don't know if I see if there's a car wash here, but there was a long lineup and I don't line up. So we'll see. I might stop at the one on the way back, and then I have to stop at the pharmacy to get my eye drops. And then that's a pain in the neck putting those in. But anyway, one step at a time. And then back to the kids. Bye for now. Hello everyone. I stopped on the way because I was driving down airport, and I got I got 3 samosas. One for one I ate while driving, and 2 for later. They've tripled or quadrupled their samosa prices. Well, before they were very cheap. But anyway, so then now they're about $1 each. But anyway, so I got the samosas, and I detoured. My friend will see this as a good sign. Car wash, so I'll give it a quick rinse. And then a bank machine, and then pharmacy to pick up the eye drops, and then back to the kids. So anyway, this is happening. I don't think that one is. Well, he's waiting, but you're sort of supposed to stand in line behind the car there. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning, everybody. Agita there, one baby there, one baby here. And last night I just watched the rest of Shantaraman, watched some other series on Apple, and fed the kids. Had my own leftover dosa and samosas for supper. Went to bed. Agita and baby's in the bed with me most of the night, as usual these days. Spent time with the kids in the morning, and I think I'm going to head to the art gallery. I'm going to catch the 12:30 bus, so it's about 12. Just waiting for my clothes to dry. I'm wearing my new bathrobe that I bought, Black Friday, and really haven't used yet. But while my clothes are drying, hopefully they'll dry. Not I could always wear something else, but hopefully the clothes I want to wear will dry within the next 10-15 minutes, almost dry, so that I can head to the art gallery. And I'm thinking Salad King, but we'll see. Anyway, I haven't been to town on the bus in some time. And I don't think it's too cold outside. It's supposed to be like 4 or something like that. Anyway, for this time of year. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I just got off the shuttle bus. We got a new one, So I'm here at the stop by Union Station. And I'm just going to walk to Salad King. Haven't been there a long time. And then art gallery. I want to see the Cohen exhibit. And it's not too cold today. I think it's about 4 degrees. I got my hat and my coat and everything, so should be okay. So anyway, trying to get back to the routines, and I am looking forward to the Cohen exhibition. Okay? I'm a big fan of Cohen. I even semi-sang one of his songs. And I've been told not to ever sing again, but I did sing one of his songs in a podcast publicly. I've been told not to. Anyway, bye for now. Hello, everybody. I'm here at Salad King again, and I'm having the green curry shrimp. I just tasted it. I went for 11 chili out of 20, and 10 is usually quite hot, and I usually go for 15. But since I haven't been eating super hot lately, I didn't want to upset my stomach before going to the art gallery, So I went for, and she said we can, it's either 10 or 15, but she said we do 1, so we can add the 1 to the 10 and make it 11. I'm like, fine. More like a 5 to me, but anyway, it's good. And I'm just replying also to an email from a friend. I'm looking forward to going to see the Leonard Cohen at the art gallery just up the road from here. So anyway, bye for now. Talk to you from the gallery. I'll tape at the Cohen exhibit if I'm allowed to. Bye for now. Okay, here in the art gallery, approaching the Cohen exhibition. Here, following the arrows. There's a hat. He wore a fedora hat. It's a Nutty Professor trademark too. for a while. Okay, I lapsed a bit on the fedora for now. Anyway, almost there. Here we are. This is the Leonard Cohen song playing. Now, I'm not going to take much of this because it'll get blocked. Okay, there we are. Everybody knows. Doesn't say no to photographs anywhere, but I don't see anybody else. So this is just a start. I am in the Leonard Cohen exhibition, and there's like, early notebooks of his over there, and there's a cover of one of his early collections of poetry, and there's pictures of him at various times. There's a video playing in there with interviews. This is just the first kind of gallery thing. These are some of, his own books, and also books that influenced him, I think, from his own collection. And there's more pictures. It's really good. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to look around relatively quickly today, and it's quite busy. So I'll come again next week, and I'll take a closer look. But I will look around today. I'll get a pretty good idea of what's here, and then I'll see more in the next of the ones I want to look at closer, and the notebooks I want to look at in a little more detail. I'll do it next time. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, this is his Gibson electric guitar from 1985, I think, and the little stage, of him performing or singing these songs, So I have been told never, ever, ever to sing or semi-sing in public again. I will, in honor of being here at the Cohen exhibition, I will recite a line from his song, which I semi-sang. I was told not to again in the video of the future, the songs of the future. They were my favorite lines. The one that's "Give me crack, anal sex, take the only tree that's left, and stuff it up the hole in your culture." Well, I didn't really sing that. I didn't even recite it. I just did a nutty professor version. Anyway, it's a good exhibit. I'm enjoying it. Bye for now. Our performances of his, but again, I can't tape because I got blocked like last time. I guess all this is copyrighted. Well, I guess we will never ever see the Nutty Professor's hats in the display cabinet at the gallery. Probably a good thing. Anyway, bye for now. I think that's pretty much it for the exhibition. It's pretty good. It's really pretty good. But next time I'll come at a more off time when there's fewer people, and then I can sit and actually listen to some of the songs and see some of the interviews and look closely at all of these. These are album covers. So anyway, so far it's good. It's a good exhibition. People who are interested in Cohen, if you live in Toronto, I recommend it. My friend out of province is a huge Cohen fan, so I'm just going to take pictures and send her, and she can see the footage in my podcast. Anyway, bye for now. I tried sending her pictures, but I think it overloaded or something. It's not sending. Anyway, bye for now. And then exit through the gift shop, which reminds me of the film about Banksy, or sort of about Banksy, which is actually quite good. Anyway, bye for now. I'm exiting through the gift shop. Probably the busiest I've seen it in some time. There are people all lined up, These are the ones who don't have tickets, getting tickets or buying passes or whatever. So it was very busy inside. Anyway, that's why I didn't spend a lot of time. I will come back next week at a more off time. Anyway, now maybe grab a coffee and head back to the bus stop. Bye for now. And as I walk out, and I've been told, I know, not to ever sing, but the only line that I can remember from that song, everybody knows the dice is loaded. Something what comes after that. Never mind, I'm not going to sing. I'll lose my 20 viewers. I'll go down to minus 10 viewers. I cannot sing. Anyway, bye. I'm back home. Just made a journal entry, did some laundry. So one of the babies is there. And Agita's there, and I was just putting away some laundry, so of course one of the babies came to help, and is sitting on a clean shirt, which I'll of course leave there because he's enjoying himself. So I'm just going to relax, watch some TV, did my journal entry, read the Cohen exhibition and stuff, and I think I'll probably edit and tape tomorrow or day after. We'll see how it goes. I'll get a little bit more footage. And then edit and tape probably tomorrow or day after, edit and post. Anyway, I'm going to watch some more TV. Mosquito Coast, I started that. Not as good as Shantaraman, but I read the book a long time ago. Don't remember much of it. Paul Thoreau. But it's okay. I'll see how the series goes. There's some other good stuff on Apple that I might see. Anyway, bye for now from the four of us. Also, I had a thought about, I was exchanging texts with my emails with my out-of-province friend, who's a big, very big fan of Cohen. But one of the things we're talking about fate and, tempting fate. And I go, that whole thing with, predetermined events, preordained events, fate, random shit, and how I'd said that random shit isn't all that random because it's kind of purposeful randomness. It's the trickster energy. It seems random, but it's kind of purposely random. So she had her thoughts about that, and then there was something about tempting fate, and something on her end and something on my end with the whole not wanting to say that the pull is much less now, and that after the last binge, because it's kind of tempting fate. Every time I've said that in the past, the pull has ramped up, even though this time things do seem to be different, with seeing the analyst again and the shift in the podcasts and all of that other stuff, and the sort of realization of the particular angle of journey that I was on. And maybe that's helping, in this next stage. Now I need to write about it. I'm doing some podcasts, not writing specifically. But, my comment on all of that was, the whole thing about fate and determination and random shit. It seems in this model that the only way you can change, you can control is by tempting fate, but then it goes in the direction that you don't want it to go in. So you can kind of, there is control, there is determination, but it's like by tempting fate, you can change events, but not in the direction you went. We're going to have to work on this. We're going to work on this a bit. Anyway, Eddie Professor of Philosophy with help from friends. Anyway, bye for now. One of the babies is still there, and Agita's still there, but the baby who was sitting on my clothes has got up and is down in the kitchen. Anyway, I'm now going to watch some TV. Just relax with the kids. And then later on I'll feed the kids and I'll have some light supper, like a bun and cheese or something myself. Anyway, bye for now. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's like noon, past noon. We've got one baby here, and we've got the other baby there, eating dry food. And we've got Agita here. And it's just a couple of minutes later, and I'm sitting down here to talk more, and one baby is there, one baby is peeking from there, and Agita is there on her, perch. So, last night, after the little bit that I taped after getting back from the Cohen exhibition, I did watch more of Mosquito Coast, the series, very different from the book that I remember reading a long time ago. And it kind of helped because not exactly pull last night, but there was pretty intense kind of thoughts and processing of everything that's happened over the past few years and a possible shift in, after that last binge, because there was a sort of a different direction that, and some awareness and some, and realizing that it was not just a dual addiction, but it might have been connected with something else. Again, I'm talking about this generally here, but I have spoken in more detail with my analyst and with my relatives and with the close friends, and I will write about it. But in writing, I can include more details. And if I ever published, long-term thing. If I haven't published anything but all of this yet, but if I ever do publish, it can be fictionalized and so on and so forth. And I'd rather not go into details here. Other people are involved, and there are things that I would rather not talk about in too much detail publicly. However, I'm talking generally, and I do talk about the synchronicities and the one that happened when I was in the Harveys and all of that. And I've been talking about, preordained stuff versus fate versus random shit, which may not be random because it's, trickster energy. So I had some of these thoughts, and I was thinking of some of the details, and I do need to write them because I'm not talking about them here, but I do need to write them to process just to see, exactly where am I now, what happened, what's this other perspective. So I do need to, I've been talking generally, I've been writing in journal entries, I've been writing about current events that relate to things that happened before, but now I think I need to, kind of write in more detail. So I'm going to try to start that over the weekend, if at all possible, maybe even today. In the meanwhile, or I might just work on journal entries and edit and post this today, and then we'll see about getting back to that. But I'm processing. So last night, watching the long, I watched like 4 or 5 episodes. It helped, and then I went to bed, and all 3 of the kids, and they knew that they're very sentient. They knew they realized I was going through some kind of intense stuff. All 3 kids very nicely settled on the bed next to me. Babies beside me, Agita by my feet, and then one of the babies moved to other side of my feet, and I just kind of wrestled with stuff, with inner stuff, and it was not the cravings to go do stuff like before. It was just really intense feelings and thoughts, which kind of rising after everything that happened. And then, the kids got up at one point, and then later on the babies came and settled next to me, and I think Agita was on her porch. And in the morning I get up, I spend time with the kids, and I get another one of these, weird, fake concierge calls. The concierge calls to say, your appliance repair person is here. And I go, what appliance repair? I didn't call him. She goes, he gave your street number. And I go, I didn't call anyone. I said, it's a mistaken thing. So I don't know. Random shit. Message from the universe. Something needs to be fixed. I need to be fixed, not the appliance. It's a bloody professor repair, which is, I guess, what my sweetheart. Don't bug your sister. Which is, I guess, what my analyst is is for. And I'll be seeing him on Zoom on Tuesday. So in the meanwhile, still clear. As I said, it's different this time. It's not the strong cravings, but it is because there has been a shift, but there's still intense stuff, and there's a lot happened. And I did manage to, there was that synchronicity of being contacted and saying not at this time, and stuff like that. So, and, just when I was talking about, predetermined stuff versus random shit and trickster energy and all of that stuff. So there's all kinds of things happening here. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit and post this. I'm going to try to do some journal entry writing today, maybe watch more Mosquito Coast, maybe go out to get some more cat food and some takeout for myself. Well, and the series, watching this Apple TV, there's some good series. It's just kind of helping me as distraction. And then the new year is coming. So in the new year, the goal is going to be to remain clear, of course, and try to keep processing this and work on this new kind of angle with my analyst, the confronting anima aspect that seems to be related to what's been happening to me. So that's what's happening. I'm just going to edit and post. I may post another short, podcast on New Year's Day, just wishing everybody a happy New Year's. So this is kind of leading up to New Year's. So to my few viewers, we're approaching the New Year, so a coming Happy New Year, but we will post again, So from the 4 of us, so from 1 baby, 2 baby, Agita, and myself, the semi-psychotic, returning to crazy, and heading back towards nutty, Professor, still clear, sort of, some intense stuff going on, but we'll make it, So from the 4 of us, bye for now. So from 1 baby, 2 baby, and Agita. From the 4 of us, bye for now. See you next podcast.